Collective, I am back. Okay. This message, before I began to shuffle the cards, I decided that I wanted to do a message on love, right? And as I was shuffling the guidance, what is it called? The guidance oracle deck, the twin flame card came out. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. This message is just gonna be uh about twin flame relationships. Somebody's fired up right now. Something or someone is fired up. This could be a good thing or this could be a bad thing. Okay, and at the bottom of the Goddess Oracle deck, I see that there could be um, somebody's been getting spiritual information, but the person that you've been getting this information from was someone who seeks insights from dark entities, okay? Or someone who operates under a veil of enlightenment, but just driven by high manipulation and deceit. So y'all be careful who y'all getting y'all advice from. Okay. So twin flames. So if you don't know what a twin flame is, okay, a twin flame is a connection between two that feels like two people but one body, right? Everything feels like spiritual. You get your fulfillment through this person. Y'all connect on a soul plane level, and you guys are, you feel like this, the connection is divine. So what's going on, right? What's going on in this twin flame relationship? And another thing, you're dealing with your twin flame, you're also dealing with lessons, okay? Karmic lessons. It ain't bad all the time. It just don't feel good. So with that being said, let's see what's going on. Let's get some twin flame messages. Okay, message one. So the next solstice or equinox will bring an important shift for us. So the next solstice is going to be, what is it, the spring solstice? Wow. So we're dealing with twin flames, and I'm getting the number 11. And that's the twin flame number. So let me see. Because of you, I'm starting to see what is really important in life. Okay. So what we're dealing with here, something's ending. And I'm not talking about the relationship with your twin flame. There, it was something that gripped you. It could have been a firm belief in something. Like you could have really thought that, okay, this is not going where I need it to go. Or maybe my person isn't what I feel I need. Even though this is a twin flame relationship. It's like, it's twin flame, but there was some type of confliction. Look, it says all about growth. See, and this is the number 8. See, this was the lesson that you got. So this twin flame connection just went up in levels. Y'all went from being surface level to being soul level. It's like you went from being 3D to 5D. So it's not one-sided. It's spiritual and physical now. So it says, I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. This is what it was. This is what was It says, because of you, I'm starting to see what is really important in life. Because of you, your partner feels like, or this could be vice versa. Okay, you bring out the best in them. Now, it went easy bringing out the best of them. Y'all probably had some heated debates. That's why Fired Up is here. Things might have, but it took the fire to get you guys to this growth right here. And so you go from growing to mission. And we all know that relationships, when they turn into missions, that's marriage. Okay? Because marriage ain't nothing but ministry. Okay? So, yeah, look, y'all had to surrender. Y'all surrendered. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance. This is what you understood. And when you're dealing with polar opposites, let's just say you're dealing with Leo and Aquarius, or Aries and Libra. I always use Leo and Aquarius, but let's use Aries and Libra. And I tell you, with the axis, one can't live wholly without the other. Okay, because you can be great in Aries, but Aries got to watch what they say and how they say it too. You can't be all full throttle and fired up, and you know that. If some of y'all might be Aries and Libras out there, y'all understood that. Look, I want to rah because I can in this situation. I want to buck. I want to say it this way. I want to hurt this, feelings, but I'm going to let them be great. I'm going to surrender. I'm going to comply. And what's her name? Jill Scott said it best. If you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you cannot tell me what to do. I guess that's the best way to explain this situation with the twin flame. So you've been in situations where people would get you fired up and you would rip their heads right off. And full Aries, but because of this person, you Libra, they cause you to yield. You surrender to this person's energy. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It says, being mirrors for each other makes self-love so important. I wish I was there to love you, but if I'm not, I want you to love and nurture yourself. Y'all mirror each other. Your person loves you like they love themselves, and you feel it. So this is good. So what is this shift? Because it says the next solstice or equinox will bring an important shift for us. So let's draw another card to see what this shift is. Look, and then you got the number 11 again, y'all. And this card says, and this is a romantic message. So y'all, if y'all have not been, let's just say y'all been twin flames and y'all been in separation because y'all was taking it slow. Or you could have been letting things burn. Or you could have just let, time was a factor here. And so you complied with time. You weren't trying to rush things. You went in your person's ear where you could have been, in the energy of where you been. Why you late? You ain't see my call. You didn't see me texting you, blah, blah. You wasn't nag and rah. But it says, when I look into your eyes, I see the universe and it activates me. 5D. This is where y'all are going. So let's pull them. So where were you guys? Because there was definitely a hindrance here. Something that y'all got over. What did you guys get over? It says, I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. So this is the why. The distorted reality. It was almost like it was too good to be true. And then also, because the core wound of distorted reality is trauma lens. Okay, seeing things from the perspective of childhood trauma. So I mean, let's just say your person is an Aquarius and you are a Leo. Okay, Leo risings. Let's stick with risings. That puts Cancer in the 12th house for Leo and Capricorn. What? Capricorn in the 12th house for Aquarius. So that's mother and father issues. Polar opposites attract. Okay, so things were triggered. Things got heated. Okay, in the relationship. And it says, let me see, you see life through wounds instead of wisdom. Your lens is not the truth. This is what you had to come into the reality of. What you were seeing. It's almost like someone who creates this story in their head. Okay. And you was waiting for this story to play out because maybe it was the same script situations for you in relationships, just different casts up until this person. Right? So you allow God to cleanse your sight. And you let the veil drop. And you ask yourself, what beliefs do I need to be reprogramming? This person put you in a position to ask yourself that hard question. What belief do I need to be reprogramming in order to stand next to this person? And believe it or not, y'all, this is a number 27. This is the mind realm. This person caused you to do work on the mind. And the mind and the heart are one. So instead of being someone who thinks logically all the time, this person hit you in the heart. Okay? Y'all thought that y'all weren't good enough for each other. So let's see. Since this is the mind realm, I'm trying to see what was the pattern, what was the way of thinking here. Dang, that card flew way over there. Okay, all contracts of bondage and slavery over myself and my lineage are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So this is something that you overcame, but you had contracts of bondage over yourself and over your lineage, especially when it came down to relationships. Contract null and void. You've passed this. Let's see. Let's go to the divine headquarters. Yeah. Distorted reality. Okay. Demonic attachments. That's trauma bond energy. Okay, bad health. Let's see. Now let's clarify what this, I'm going to clarify some cards, but what I have right now is demonic attachment. Okay. And you see how this person is running and how they broke free. Now, this is a twin flame reading, but before you could become how do you say it? I want to say two halves. It makes a whole, but your half has to be whole within the half first. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's just say I'm an Aquarius, right? And I meet a lot of Leos, but Leo's in my seventh house of partnerships. So I could be someone who's in full throttle Aquarius energy for sure. But I have to balance out my energy with Leo. Like I give all the time. Of course, I'm the water barrier. But at some point, I have to be selfish with my water, Leo. Because Leos can be very selfish. And they put themselves first all the time. Aquarius, that's not the energy of Aquarius. But those energies are the two that become one. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you've passed the challenges, the childhood trauma, okay? The things that gripped you, the thing that tried to distort your reality and cause you not to see when to surrender in relationships. You get what I'm saying? And your distorted reality probably had you in your head of thinking that, look, it had you conflicted to where you constantly thought that you weren't good enough for this person, but the whole while you were. Yeah. So you got bad health here. Let's clarify bad health. Why is bad health here? Okay, I'm going to put this deck back and use another deck. Bad health. This is the shuffled tarot here that I'm using, so. In this deck, the Empress could look like the Death card. The Fool could look like the Hierophant. And clarifying this card, we got the Death card here. Okay, bad health clarified by death. Balance. For some of you, your person could be this person brought balance to, I don't know, okay, with bad health here, you could have had like a bad diet or something that was very habitual. Okay, you could be someone who stayed in the hospital a lot. I don't know. But this person brought about an ending to this reality, okay? Because you see this angel here? This is the Lover's angel from the Lover's card. And when the Lover's card is here, you'll see two figures here that represents twin flame, masculine and feminine energy, yin and yang. But this person was in this energy. It's almost like this person showed you a better way to come out of habitual thinking or bad habits. Okay? So why is spiritual court here? Why is spiritual court here? Let me see. I can't wait till my card organizer thing come because, ooh, child, cards can be everywhere. Hello, lady. Let me see. Spiritual court. Yeah. It says small shit don't matter. Dismiss, expel, protect, banish, repel, clear, purge, shield, deflect, release, overcome, cleanse. So, give me one more. Spiritual court. This was definitely something that was signed in the ethers. This contract between you guys. And it could have been, dang, it kind of looked generational. I don't know. Maybe y'all have a contract together where you meet up different lifetimes to clear generational patterns. I don't know. Let me see, letters from grandmother. Let me see. Small shit don't matter. I may be sad today, but I'm getting a bag tomorrow. Money hungry. And loyalty. So when I look at spiritual court and as I read these cards here, I feel like in this relationship, there were things that kind of made you side-eye each other. Okay. That caused about a separation. Let me see. Small shit don't matter. And maybe you or the other person brought it up brought it up in spiritual court. Your person could have taken you to spiritual court on certain issues. And it could have been about money. I don't know. It says, I may be sad today, but I'm going to get a bag tomorrow. And then we got the money hungry card here. But loyalty is here. So your person or you view this energy as small shit. So money is something that's, big for you. But why? Why is that a thing? Now, if I get this 10 of Pentacles. Look, you got the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles here. It came out in reverse, though. So this person could know that you're somebody that holds on to your money. But they know that you're not selfish with it in reverse. But this person your twin flame is a part of your world to show you that you don't have to hold on too tight to wealth. Is there anything else? I want to keep clarifying this. Okay. Yeah. So listen, it had you in your head because in your mind, what you have is what you have because you put in the work. You started from nothing. You planted the seed and you've got what you have to grow to what it is now. Right? So this is the energy behind why you appear to look money hungry, but you're not. Okay? But this person still wants friendship and love with you. This person still be loyal to you. Okay? So you guys may not be together right now. Now, why is letters from grandmother here? I got the grass is greener card. Grass is greener syndrome. So you guys had some ancestors working behind the scene when it comes down to this twin flame relationship. Let me see. Some of y'all could have been inspired to do a lot of writing, okay? Or maybe some of you ran across old poems or old text messages or something from loved ones, passed on relatives could be, that kind of grounded you. Because, honey, somebody was going to walk away from this twin flame relationship because you knew that your way of thinking was better, but you've yielded, okay? And because you yielded and you did not reject this relationship, which was God's gift, you guys are being promoted. The whole relationship is being promoted to what is it? Spiritual generals. So you guys are definitely starting a new spiritual path together. So let's see. Let me get one more strong now, oracle card. You guys are promoted to spiritual generals because you've passed the distorted reality test. And that was the thing that tried to grip you. And that's what these cards are about. The things that grip you. Dark night of the soul. Y'all, this relationship took you through there. Take me through there. Take me through there. So, wait a minute. Let me go. I think I just pulled out one. Let's see. I feel like this person caused you to realize that what you've made your altar, whether through addiction, fantasy, or shame, it caused you to ask yourself whether it was serving you, whether it was serving your spirit or if it was ruling your spirit. This person caused you to really check yourself, and you did. You did. So let's see. Moving forward, what is to be expected of the relationship since they're not together? Or if they're in separation. This song in my head, Big Daddy by Tim's. Somebody could really be in their head about this relationship. It says, higher self. No matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. So advice moving forward to help you stay progressive. Listen to your higher self. Okay. Detach from how you feel. Okay. This is the age of Aquarius. So everybody's governed under this Aquarian energy. And what do Aquariuses do? They detach from their feelings. That's why they carry water. They carry it. You detach to see it from a higher perspective. Yeah, see. Building a future. This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. Yeah, I'll see it. I'll show you in a minute. Somebody's getting ready to make a move. And they're coming in with accountability. So, oh yeah. And love language is here at the bottom of the deck. This is my favorite couple, by the way. My favorite couple, Dwayne and Whitley from a different world. And they're here twice. So, your twin flame, they know that you're a keeper. So they're getting ready to come in and make a move. I'm going to see what this move look like. But I do know that accountability is here. So it says someone needs to take accountability for their actions. It may be you, your partner, or both of you. Acknowledging the effect of your behaviors allows you to move forward. For some of y'all who are with your person and y'all are not in separation, this is how you guys overcame, by taking accountability. And this next level is going to be a change in love language. And you're going to see more emotional support. But you stand in self-love. Okay, I see sexual healing here as well. So, learning and understanding each other's love language are essential to meet each other's emotional needs. It says the time is now. Someone is planning to take action, or it's time for you to make the move. Okay, I'm feeling led to dig more into these messages. Let me clear this. That song is in my head. Big Daddy, call me Big Daddy. Somebody wants you to call them Big Daddy, child. I'm here and you could be calling me Big Daddy. Yeah, divine union, ecstasy. What's the overall read here? Memories. Yeah. So, definitely in your head. Walking down memory lane. Y'all reminisce a lot about each other. But you're sticking to your higher self because, what was that card? Let me see. I want to say the grass is greener syndrome. You felt like you had to have the grass is greener syndrome. Okay, you felt like you had to protect yourself. Yeah, this is why I may be sad today or crying today, but I'm going to get a bag tomorrow. You focusing on your legacy, your wealth, your building. Okay. But you building is going to pull this person all the way in. Because look, building a future is here. This person sees you as a keeper. And then, like I said, they're about to make their move. With you, though, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. You get this person butterflies. You're like a warm embrace. Okay, this person can be playful around you. The bond feels sacred with enchanted love here. So, let me see. Is there any other messages? What? Let me see. Let me see. I want to say, what could you guys release right now? What could you release? Here it is. Big Daddy, call me Big Daddy. Okay. I'm going to use the lie detector deck. What lies do you need to release? What way of thinking do you need to release? Unbeliever, believer, it says, all fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. So like I said, there could be some fear lurking in the shadows between the relationship ending, surviving, or ending. So what you need to do is write your fear of what you believe to happen, okay? The distorted reality. If you're struggling, burn it and release it. Okay? So let's see. Any more intrusive thought cards that I need to give to the collective spirit? Okay. So what Spirit wants you guys to know is that karma is taking its place. Okay? And whatever is needing to burn is being burned. Trust that. Trust that karma, one thing about Saturn, it's going to do its job. You ain't got to help Saturn. Saturn don't need no help. Okay? Because whatever you sow, you reap. You know, universal laws. It's automatic. Okay? They don't need no help. You, stay intentional, stay pure. And things will burn that don't serve the relationship. Okay? This is why burning bridges is here. Okay? And that's what's going to bring about the transformation. So, this person and you could actually be in the twin flame energy on a higher level, on a higher frequency, to where you guys could really just give your heart to each other. No heat, no pressure, not judging, okay, not conditional love. If you give me, I give you, you know, no. This is a pure transformation. This thing is anchored, okay? So that left hanging energy, cut it. Cut it. Stay vibrating high. Focus on your higher self. Okay, stay progressive. And let's see what kind of lies. We get into this distorted reality now, y'all. Uh-oh. Let's move these out of the way. Clear the board, clear the board. I should have got the other deck. Ooh, that's a lot. Some of you could be Aquarius or Pisces out there, or you could be an Aquarius. Your person could be Pisces. It says they keep denying something didn't happen. It did. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm laughing. This one kind of hit home for me. They keep denying something. You know how you think you know something because like the pattern is there. Like the pattern is there. But just because it looks like something, it don't always mean that it is something. Sometimes, honey, you just got to trust Saturn. You got to trust time. Okay? Give me another card. distorted reality. This is what you're saying out your mouth. Okay? They're using psychological warfare to get under your skin. These are lies. These are lies. This is the distorted reality. They're only staying because of obligations. They would rather be somewhere else or with someone else. They are hiding secrets, or they're hiding addictions from you. There are many and many. Let me see. There are many and many are questionable. Some of y'all could be saying, you know, I see this person might drink, right? And you could be saying, dang, you know, look a little like you could be an addict, or a person could just maybe in good, you know, high sexual energy. Some people have high sex levels, and you could be wondering, dang, you know, is this something I need to be concerned about? Let me see. They're only staying because of obligations. Some of y'all are dealing with a partner who has a family somewhere else. And this person, believe it or not, is actually a good father, but, or a good mother, whatever. And you could look at them from the lens of, okay, he looks or she looks so much happier over there. And you just staying here because you feel obligated, you know, type of crap. See, this is the distorted reality. The reality that I'm speaking of. What do they call that? This is what you're telling yourself. These are the thoughts that have run through your mind. This is what you had to overcome. This is the way of thinking that is no more. Okay? Because this is what was needing to be reprogrammed. So, if y'all seeing smoke or whatever, that's from my incense that I have burning. And that shit just got in my mouth. Ugh. Okay. So, let's see. So, that's the distorted reality of it. So, collective. Let me leave you on a note of, I don't know if I'm going to give you a rose. Hold on. My body's so sore. I went to the gym today. Oh. Oh. I might have to go back and do my cardio, though. Unbeliever, evil, eh. Before I give you this rose, though, I'm going to give you a peace oracle card. Alright. So, unshakable inner peace. Card number 22. Oh. Okay. So it says you've drawn this card because you are at a crossroad and it's time to decide. No one knows you better than your true self. And it is time to trust your intuition. We're all intuitive. We just haven't been taught how to use this part of us. Give yourself permission to connect on a deeper level with your soul's unique language. You can do this by following your heart and stepping into your purpose. You are being called to evolve your intuition and trust yourself more deeply. Listen to your inner nudge and honor the direction it is leading you. You have your own path that looks nothing like anyone else's. And it is your destiny to be who you came here to be. It's time to shine your most magnificent expression of your authentic self. This means trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, and following your soul's guidance. As you do this, you live your life with integrity and truth, and things become more peaceful. So, you know in your heart of hearts what you really want. This is not your practice life. Don't waste it doing what you don't want to do. Your calling is calling you. And this is the sign. Trust the voice within you. You are ready to be who you are destined to be. So, what is your inner voice telling you? What is it that you really want when it comes down to the relationship? Because that's what we're talking about, the relationship. Do you really want the relationship? Or are you going to stick to the distorted reality? Because it's coming together. Okay, it's going to come together. And the rose card that you got, where is it? This is the number 25. It says, what do you feel you are devoted to? And is it in line with your values and the betterment of your life? See, this keeps pointing to the grass is greener syndrome. Because is it really greener on that side? Knowing what you know about your person. You may find it's time to devote yourself a little deeper to what you are currently working on or with. Be it industrious, of nature, or spiritual. Something may need a bit more of your attention, though. And you may even find something returning to you that you thought you once lost. The mystic, that's what kind of rose this is. The mystic will usually give up all earthly possessions and pleasures to devote themselves entirely to the divine or to the cause. I ain't pulling this message out my ass, you guys. Okay? This is a rather austere way of life, and they find themselves incredibly isolated. This is why it is a path trod warily or personalized somewhat by many to include family, friends, and passions. So, y'all, with that being said, you just got to ask yourself the hardcore question. So, but to the one that's having a hard time with that grass is greener syndrome, or somebody that buries themselves in their work but neglecting the truth of something. Okay, let's see. Dang, what was that? What is the strong man? Why are they holding on so tight for Four of Pentacles energy? Because if you guys are separated from your twin flame, the Four of Pentacles energy is you just holding on to yourself. You holding on to your desires, you know. So I got, well, 2 cards came out. And I got the return and fantasy love. And see, this is number 44 and this is number 88. And with 4 plus 4 is 8. So this is 888. This is an angel number. So if you've been seeing 888, just know that this, what you're dealing with, is something that's written in the stars, okay? It's written in the stars. That's why the letters from grandmother card came out earlier. So, fantasy love, right? The core wound to fantasy love is escapism. And see, you build a relationship in your imagination. You fell for your own creation. So instead of giving yourself your authentic self, all of you, to the connection, you pull away and you create like this fantasy world or this fantasy love for yourself. It's almost as if like that 4 of Pentacles energy is like your core possession here. Let me see, where have you replaced intimacy with imagination? That's why I'm saying it was for some of you, instead of dealing with the reality, okay, it's nothing for you to distort it. And so with fantasy love here, you've replaced the authenticity of the reality with imagination. Does that make sense? But you're being called to return. And see, for this to be a master number, some of you guys are very spiritual, because this is a master number. It says, you have wandered far from yourself. Exile has become your identity. It ain't nothing for you to be alone. Some of y'all could be saying, yeah, I'm good. I'm good right here. You see what I'm saying? It says the path home is open. You are called back to wholeness. Wholeness. What step will you take today to return to yourself? And it's a ritual here. Walk a slow circle or straight path with intention. Breathe deeply and say, this is the ritual. I'm going to say it again. Walk a slow circle or a straight path with intention. Breathe deeply and say, I return to my true self, whole, aligned, and free. End where you started, and that'll be you anchoring the cycle. I am Unconventional Jack. This is your message. If you want to take a picture of this, you can do so, because there is a ritual here. And that concludes your message.